Hi everyone, welcome to my physics classroom. So today we are going to see a new lesson, that is chapter 3, current electricity. So in the previous chapters, lesson 1 and 2, that we have discussed about electrostatics. We know that electrostatics deals with the charges at rest, that is charges at the dealing about static charges. So either it may be positive charge or negative charges are in rest position. So the electric fields and potentials and forces arises due to the individual charges have been discussed in the previous lessons. So the branch of this branch of physics which deals with this static charges is called electrostatics, and also it is called static electricity. Then now let us move to current electricity. So in this chapter, current electricity deals with the charges at motion, that is due to the movement of charges. It may be positive or negative or electrons. The movement of electric charges, the current will be created. So simply the flow of electric charges is called electric current. So the flow of electric charge will be occurred due to only electric field is applied. When electric field is applied across a conductor, or a potential difference is created across a conductor, then only the electrons or any charges will be flow from one point to another point. So the net flow of charge at towards a definite direction is called electric current. So usually in static charges, consider two isolated charges Q1 and Q2. This is higher potential, positive potential, and negative is lower potential. So here when they are connected by a metallic wire or conductor, so it is connected. Now the potential difference will be created, and also the charge will flow from higher potential to lower potential. So conventionally electrons will flow from negative, that is lower potential, to higher potential, negative to positive. We know that the direction of the electric field is positive to negative, that is higher potential to lower potential. The direction of electric field, that is E, is always this direction, positive to negative. So electrons will flow from negative to positive, so until it will be neutralized. So after that no current. So until the total charge will be zero, the electron will flow from one place to another place. After that no current. So this is movement of electrons. Here movement of electrons constitutes the electric current. Simply we can say the flow of charges, any positive charge or electrons in a definite direction is simply called as electric current. The flow of charges or electrons in a definite direction by applications of electric field or the potential difference between one point to another point. So the electron flow will occur. So this is called current, electric current. So the study about this various currents in various circuits and various branches, this is called current electricity. So for example, lightning also a current. So here charges flow from cloud to earth or earth to cloud will occur. So at lightning it's a not steady manner. So the current will be at not steady, that is a random. The large amount of current will be moved flow, so it is we can say not steady. But steady current, the constant current, the steady with respect to the time, so will be occurred in the devices that we are using in day-to-day life, torch lights and cell driven clocks. These are the example for steady current flow devices. Okay, next we move to electric current. For definition for electric current, so already I told that the flow of charge, electrical charges in a definite direction in a conductor is called electric current. So here we assume a conductor, it is a cylindrical shape conductor. So the both the ends of the conductor is connected to the battery. So this is positive terminal, negative terminal. So it will be the positive, that is higher potential, and this is the negative, lower potential. So we know that the potential difference is created here. So by connecting the battery, electric field is applied. So electric field direction is always positive to negative. positive terminal to negative terminal. So the same time the current direction, conventionally current direction is the direction of electric field, the current direction. So this is I, current direction from positive to negative. At the same time the electron flow is always opposite to the current direction. So the electrons flow from negative terminal to positive terminal, that is the negative potential, that is lower potential, the terminal of negative charges accumulated from this place to this place. So here higher potential, lower potential, so electrons will flow from lower potential to higher potential. So this flow of electrons from a definite direction, that is positive terminal, this terminal to this terminal, is called a electric current. So we can measure the electric current, that is it is measured by the flow of charge through any cross section of the conductor in a unit time. So simply we can write electric current I is equal to Q by T. Q is the charge flow, total net charge flow through a direction per unit time. So I can be written as I is equal to Q by T. I is equal to Q by T. So next, the SI unit of the current is called ampere. So the SI unit is the current is measured in the unit of ampere. So the symbol will be capital A, and if you are writing in full name, then small a, ampere will be should be written like this. So we can define the 1 ampere current. If you putting the charge is 1 coulomb and T will be 1 second. So charge 1 coulomb current flow in 1 second, then current will be 1 by 1 equal to 1 ampere. The current will be 1 ampere. So 1 ampere current is defined as the, if the charge of 1 coulomb passes through the any cross section at unit time 1 second is called 1 ampere current. So so we can define the 1 ampere current. Also, what do you mean by current, what do you mean by electric current? So we can define the both two definitions. And already we know that the formula Q, the charge is equal to Ne, and N equal to Q by E. We know we have seen in first lesson, Q charge is equal to Ne. N is the number of electrons and E is the charge of the electron. So we using this equation we can find the 1 coulomb of charge contains this number of electrons, 6.25 into 10 power 18 number of electrons constitutes the 1 coulomb of charge. So 1 coulomb equal to charge of this much amount of electrons, we know already. Okay, by using this we can define the 1 ampere current. So 1 ampere current means if at through a cross section of any conductor 1 ampere current passing means the 6.25 into 10 power 18 number of electrons passed through that cross section at 1 second, that is unit time, is called the 1 ampere current. So 6.25 into 10 power 18 number of electrons is passed through the any cross section in unit time, that is in 1 second, then the current passed through the conductor is called 1 ampere. Also, current is a scalar quantity. It follows only the laws of scalar addition, not vector addition. If a current is passed through, that is if you 10 ampere current is divided into 5 ampere and 5 ampere, so there is an angle between the two currents. So this angle does not make any changes at the total current, so it is not dependent on the angle. So it follows only the scalar addition, that is the algebraic sum of addition of currents, so not taking the angle. So it is called it follows the laws of scalar addition, not vector addition. So we can decide it is a scalar quantity, not a vector quantity. Next we will discuss about the current, value of current in various places. Example, current in lightning, through the lightning process, nearly 10,000 amperes current will be passed through the atmosphere, so from cloud to earth. And in domestic appliances that we are using from low voltage lamps, incandescent bulbs, tube lights, and fans, mixies, grinders, so these are the domestic appliances. depending on the power, the current passed through the devices are from 1 ampere to 10 ampere. And this is the high value, this is the average value that we are using in our home. And for low value of current in our body, we have the various nerve system. So the current also produced in our nerves, due to the electric pulses. And we know the ECG, by taking ECG we can see our electric pulses. They are simply there, the electric fields are created in our body. So the current will be passed through our body also. So current in our nerves is in the range of microamperes. So the currents, by using this, the ECG reports can be taken out.